Number 15. Werewolf cryptid. Is this a werewolf, a cryptid, or something else? Redditor Twist of Fate 666 shares this creepy video of a mysterious creature in the darkness. Watch closely and tell me what you think. I think I'd run for the hills if I saw this in my backyard, but Redditors have many different takes. It looks like a demon at this angle, but still others think it's something natural. Is this an elephant or a four-legged stilt Halloween costume, as some Redditors are suggesting? Or like the uploader thinks, could this be a werewolf? There are so many options that I feel I'm leaving this guessing game with more questions than answers. Number 14. Hooded Djinn. How do you think you would fare in a haunted house? And I mean actually haunted. Currently trending in the Brazilian YouTube community, this scary video was shared by YouTube channel EXTV. Its original source is TikToker Martina Mina. Martina is a single mom who has experienced paranormal activity in her house ever since she moved in, with multiple videos documenting her and her children's experience. This one takes the cake. The dark hooded figure in the corner vanishes the second the woman turns on the light. She's so freaked out that she decides to leave for a hotel for the night. Many in the comments are just as freaked out by this mysterious figure. Some think it's a djinn. There are many questions I'd like answered too before I decide for myself what this really is, because this one has me on the fence. If this is real, then it very likely is a djinn, but could this mysterious figure just be a human under a sheet? This is the question that has me unable to make up my mind. What questions do you need answered? Number 13. The Devil's Cave. YouTuber Eder Hernandez and his crew are about to enter the Devil's Cave, and what they will witness here may change them forever. The guys seem rattled as they approach the cave, and you'll see they have reason to be.
¿Oíste? Güey, ya fue adentro. ¿Fue adentro? Verga, mi gente. No mames, se oyó aquí en corto. Si fue ahí. Si fue adentro, fue adentro. Oh, chingas a tu madre, güey. No sé. A la verga, vete a la verga. ¿Qué pendejo? Cállate.
Let's take another look at what they saw. It looks like a faceless being. As they rush away through the jungle, they catch another creature in their purview.
No mames. Güey, ¿dónde vas? ¿Qué pido? No mames. No mames, güey. No mames, güey. Acá estoy con mamada, güey. Vete a la verga. Espérate, súbete.
Did you see that? Here it is again, slowly this time. There is definitely a figure standing there, but is it the devil? A third capture seems to blur the lines even more. What are these figures? I'm not sure if they're demons, skinwalkers, or the devil himself, but whatever they are, I know I don't want to get a closer look. Number 12. Confronted by a demon, YouTuber Jasko and his group enter a house known for its evil spirits. The place is also home to a demon, or so they say. Let's see if there's truth in it. When Jasko presses on a piano key, there's a faint whisper.
Just go ahead and do something like this.
Did you hear it? Listen again closely. What was that? As Omar details the home's history, the team is given quite a scare.
However, I am pretty terrified.
Whoa, what the?
Oh.
Why didn't you guys kick the table? No, I literally.
Did he get something wrong or too much right? They tour the home and discover what their next destination is.
Heaven.
Oh. Bro, did you hear that?
Yeah, 100%.
At least they're not going the other direction. In another room, they're talking when they hear what sounds like a woman's voice.
The dark spirit here that doesn't really like anybody. Bro, did you hear that? That sounded like a woman.
Bro, that was out here.
What the f?
You heard that?
100%. Sounds like a hum almost. Like a.
What the hell?
Omar suggests that they each take a floor for an hour. When they hear the voice again,
That idea.
Yeah,
We'll all record separately. Yes.
right.
That's nuts. I like that.
Did you hear that? It was like a woman singing right now.
Hold on.
I don't know if it came from upstairs.
later the Spirit app provides a prompt response.
I'm off at this point.
I'm listening to everything.
Oh my.
They're listening, and they must be angry about what they hear.
That was up there. That was up there. Bro.
When James heads upstairs to have a look, this happens.
It's a light. I thought it was a dog. This is so cool. What the? Bro, Ah, what? No, hell no.
James sends the other two upstairs, and they discover something unbelievable.
No, it was closed, bro. It slammed.
These doors are open, James. The doors are wide open.
What? No.
Maybe
No way. No, they both closed.
No, maybe they closed and opened.
There's a, hold on.
Later, James is sent flying.
Time to go.
You all right, bro?
James. James.
Dude, he's like passed out. Bro, are you okay?
The guys get him some water, but he still seems out of it.
Scratch.
Scratch.
Bro,
you all right?
What happened?
They spread out and are now each on different floors. Jasco's floor is particularly haunted.
What the f? There has to be them downstairs. There's no way.
I'd be freaking too if I saw that. When he finally gets the courage to look around the corner again, he sees this.
Hell no, hell no, hell no, hell no. I literally cannot do this. I literally cannot do this. Francis, that's enough. That's enough. All he said was his name, and that's it.
Back down in the basement, it's lights out for James, or at least, lights not totally on.
Whoa, the light. What? Bro, did you guys just see that? No. What? Bro. No way. No freaking way, bro. Oh my.
Finally, Jasco finds this creepy doll and asks it some questions. Watch the doll's eyes. That thing blinked. If I were Jasco, I'd throw that doll away. Then I'd throw the whole house away. This place definitely doesn't want them here. Number 11. S.K. Pierce Haunted Mansion. The S.K. Pierce Haunted Mansion is full of mysteries. YouTuber Seth Borden and his group dig into them. In this scary video, the first time they visited this place, they captured some haunting paranormal activity. They communicated with the spirits.
The person that killed you appears. What?
Okay, alright, are we bothering you?
Oh boy. Dude. Okay, everybody is shutting up.
And they also heard some bumps in the night.
Yo.
What the hell was that?
This time, the action starts just as they begin their investigation.
I think we should do. Go.
What the is that?
Wait, was that Marion?
I don't know. It sounded like it was like up there.
Yeah, it sounded like it came from upstairs. That was freaking creepy. Just as we're sitting here about to talk about our game plan.
Upstairs, they ask the spirits a question, and they immediately respond.
Is there anybody who wants to talk to us tonight?
Oh my
I answered immediately. Yes.
dude.
Right behind us. Guy's really dead. We were 5 feet away. There's no way that's us.
Yeah, no way.
They play back what they've captured on their recording device, and they hear this. That sounded pretty clear to me. Despite this alarming message, they continue their investigation. In another room, they hear an unexplained noise.
What was that?
That was a noise in the closet.
That sounded like something unlocked.
Oh, did you hear that screech?
Dude, that was like.
Yeah.
A moment later, they hear the sound of creaking, and then a series of paranormal events occur.
Dude, that just happened right in front of me, right in front of the door.
Is it next to the door?
Yeah. Wait a second. Josh, did you open this door?
Yes, I got the cat balls in here.
Oh, okay, my bad. I thought.
Oh my god! Holy.
The last time they visited, they asked how the spirit passed away. He told them by fire. The team want to confirm this using a lighter and probe further into his passing.
Yo, it's still going, he's still on. He's laying in the bed. Far away, that's just literally right there.
When they play back the recording, they hear multiple EVPs responding to their questions.
Oh, whoa! That said yes with a crazy screech. What was the question?
It was my lighter. I said, does this look familiar?
They continue listening to the recording, and then this happens.
Oh my god! What the Dude, I think we're them off.
Next, they head down into the basement, and they quickly find a figure on their Kinect device.
Already got something. Oh my. Yup.
There's a person over there.
Yup.
Oh, it's gone.
Stop.
It was something like right over here already, just starting
This
it.
thing already showed up.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, we just got down here. We didn't even do anything.
Yup.
Okay.
Their REM pod also starts going off.
What the?
Yeah.
Yes,
Right
just
now.
got thrown.
Right now.
No way.
know.
No way. No way.
It sounded like something dropped.
That was in the corner right here. There's no holes.
Right after this going up. Wait,
Dude.
When they communicate with the spirits using dowsing rods, they hear strange laughter.
what was there was a little girl laugh.
What was that?
Little girl laugh.
Did you hear that?
It was a girl laugh.
Wait.
Wait, oh,
The REM pod on the stairs.
Going up again.
Rachel, is that you?
They receive an EVP as the REM pod keeps going off on the stairs and simultaneously see a figure on the Kinect.
It said yes.
It said yes.
Immediately.
Look, and there's someone there.
What is that? Is that like at the top? I can't tell.
Yeah, that's up at the top of the stairs.
Come on down.
Oh.
Oh my god, it's moving.
As the music box continues to go off, the guys hear something else unexplainable.
Not down here.
You can't even fake that. You can't fake that.
He just moved it, and then it's still.
What the?
Still going, dude.
What was that?
I don't know.
You heard that too, right?
It was over there.
Yeah, here.
I'm
What
done
should we
down
do,
there. I
guys?
think I'm done.
And then they see this.
Right there. Right there.
Whoa.
Right
Oh
there.
my.
Something standing right there.
Right where we
Right
heard
in
the
the doorway.
noise.
Did you? If you threw something at the pool.
It raised the 10.
It's pointing, it's pointing, it's pointing.
It looks like it's pointing
Zoom
to
in.
the stairs.
I got it.
I don't know if I've ever seen a ghost on a Kinect give such a direct order. If I were being told so adamantly to leave by a ghost, I would listen to number 10, The Mist. Redditor ZZZ747 writes, "It happened again." As the Redditor explains it, they posted a video months ago noting that a neighbor's CCTV camera captured something strange, and in this post, we're seeing it for a second time. What do you think this white mist could be? Many in the comments think it's fog rolling through. Others suggest that the neighbor could be vaping. Still, others think it looks like the outline of a person or a ghost. What do you think it is? I'm not 100% sold that it's supernatural, but that doesn't mean it could be. Though judging by the Redditor's title, this isn't the first time this has happened. If this is captured again, maybe we'll be able to get more concrete answers. Number 9. Blanket figure. Not all of us want to be detectives in this scary case, but sometimes the job is forced on us. YouTube team Exploring with Angelo ends up on the trail of a possible life taker with this Randonautica gone wrong. It takes the crew to this creepy forest where they see a light amongst the trees.
There's definitely someone coming. Yeah. Are you catching it on that camera?
The light grows brighter and gets closer. The beam of light flickers in the darkness. And then they capture what's holding it. Using night vision, they get a close shot of the figure as it continues in its mission. After the figure leaves, they follow its footprints in the snow and they encounter him yet again from a distance.
See anything? Yeah, they're right there.
As they get closer, they smell a strong stench.
Smell?
I don't know.
You smell that?
Yeah.
One YouTuber points out another light beam from behind them later as they're reading this note.
Senior position in our new Arizona community. Which makes sense. Do you remember that letter that we found?
This is the...
We were in Arizona and it was talking about a new commune or something.
Okay, yes, now that you...
Does the beam belong to that strange figure? Later, as they're walking, they hear a scream in the night. I don't know what any of this means. I'm not sure if it means losing your life, but I would have to go and check the area again because it looks to me like the figure was burying something, but I'd definitely do that in the daylight. Number 8, Haunted High School. YouTubers Twin Paranormal are about to get schooled in this haunted high school. The team is setting up all of their devices and explaining them to the spirits when this happens.
We'll just see how this plays out tonight. What? Was that you, Nick?
Was this Nick?
See how this plays out tonight.
I don't think so, and I'm not sure what that was. Neither are the guys, and yet it happens again.
No, it was like...
that the little girl?
They know they're not alone.
Hello?
I just heard another one tap.
As they speak to the spirits, they feel unsettled.
Please communicate with us so we know that that's what you want.
Yeah, what is it?
What is that?
Okay, that was just a clock, but what is this?
Ooh, EMF.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Are you right next to us? What was that noise?
Do we interest you?
Meanwhile, the K2 is being triggered like mad.
You must like the colors, don't you?
What the f*** you?
As they stand in silence, they hear someone approaching.
Oh my f***. Oh my f***. Oh my god. Oh my f***. Oh my god. Oh my.
As Ryan heads up the stairs with the ball, he sees something disarming.
Here. I just saw an arm move right there, guys.
No, you didn't.
I did. I saw an arm right around the corner and I just watched it move. You know what?
Finally, the spirit uses a paranormal device to communicate its message.
Something look at you right there.
Yeah,
Something look at you there.
The team asks the spirit to take action.
Hey, sure. That flashlight right there. Right at the top. It's going! It's going!
Here we go!
Oh my god!
Ooh, that's really bright.
As the investigation continues, they hear a faint scream.
What is that? Is that a scream?
And the spirit seems to be leading them into a different part of the school.
Over there? Ooh.
That was behind.
Was that behind them? It seems like it's behind Ryan.
Thank you. It's hard, it's... Something just touched my back. Somebody...
The spirit may be stalking them, but maybe it's just playing. When they drop their battery pack, it appears to get a big kick out of it.
Was that laughing?
I think so.
That was... You were just laughing, huh? We just dropped the...
And it keeps laughing at them.
He's an idiot, I know.
That was not my fault. You literally tried, you freaking just dropped it before I can even grab it.
I know you saw me hand it to him. I felt his hand grab onto that battery pack and he just let go like an idiot.
Is this spirit trying to torment them? At this point, I just want to know what happened at this high school to cause these spirits to reside here. Number 7. Abandoned Plantation Mansion. Chris and Joe from YouTube channel Sees Crazy Crossroads are exploring an abandoned plantation mansion with a truly dark history, and it's about to come to life. Inside, Joe thinks he hears something.
I thought I heard something. Again, I thought I heard something. Maybe it's the wind blowing through the house.
As they continue their tour through the house, they hear whispers in the wind. Listen closely.
Lots of wind blowing through here, guys.
Did you hear it too? Chris also heard something slam upstairs.
This place is freaky, bro.
I heard something else bang. It was too, distinctive. It sounded like something slammed. I feel so much better down here because the floor.
And this was perhaps the most audible noise captured by the guys.
Hey, what was that? Chris, what was that?
Right over here.
Something just fell.
Something fell. I moved that door, but...
Okay, I don't think it was the door. I just heard something go clink.
As they wander apart, Joe hears some more loud noise from the other room.
First, I'm gonna check through everything. Chris, you okay? I just heard something fall again. I don't know. That was weird, man.
The team is then not so subtly told to leave.
I welcome you.
Back upstairs, the guys think they hear someone enter the house.
I think somebody walked in the house. That's true. What is that?
While using a paranormal device, they hear another loud, distant bang.
What was that, man? That was a loud bang again.
They go to check out what it is, and this happens.
Dude, this is where we heard the noise. This door just moved and that. No, that's awesome. Dude, these doors, both of them. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I hope not, but it could be.
Do you think this is just the wind?
Show me you're real.
It's moving. What the hell?
That's awesome. My camera's about to die. All right, so guys.
Although it could be, I feel like this is too on point to be anything but paranormal. It seems like whatever is here is responding to Chris and Joe's commands. This tells me they want to make their presence known. Number 6, Papworth Hospital. Is the haunted Papworth Hospital worth exploring? YouTube Team Ghost Theory tests their fates to answer that question in this scary video. As they enter the building, they hear a whistle. Continuing their tour of the hospital, the spirits there respond to their questions.
Can you see us? That was a yes, wasn't it? What the actual...
They get an affirmative answer again.
Are there more than one... Is there more than one spirit here? That's a yes.
As they stay quiet for a minute, they hear multiple noises in the stillness.
That's weird. And also, I'm confused because why in like a reception area?
Yeah, well, I guess they could be anywhere.
Yeah, wandering around. Is that true? Do you just walk around here?
Further along, they capture a door moving.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah, no, I just heard that.
I've just started recording. That door's just moved.
They then hear a loud thump from another room.
Wow.
And then another strange noise is heard. As they head outside, there's faint crying in the night.
Look, a baby. Did the baby crying then, did you? No. I think it could be just one of the houses. There aren't any. There are just there, in front of us. No lights on.
Is that a baby crying? Before they can find out, they face off with some of the scariest beings that ghost hunters can ever encounter, humans. While the team may have been here, it sounds to me like they're not alone. It seems plenty of spirits are afoot at Papworth. Number 5, cabin. Would you dare to step foot in a house where someone's life was taken? The YouTube team from the New Reality Paranormal are investigating this cabin buried deep in the woods. When they first ask the spirits a question through the spirit box, they get a quick response.
Is there a man here? I think we heard you. What did it say?
It said here. It said here.
Here now?
Yeah.
The spirits then tell the guys what they need.
Nope. Please help. That's what it said.
It said
please help.
The team also discovers that the spirit passed away in a strange way.
How did you die?
Did he say cat? Did he say cat?
It said cat.
It said cat.
Was a cat really the culprit? As they're waiting for more communication in one room, they get some REM pod action in another.
Thank you.
Then the cat ball goes off elsewhere.
Alright, we're back on 3, 2, 1. Oh, the cat ball! Oh, the cat! I got it. Cat ball's going off, and the REM pod at the same time.
Is the spirit trying to warn them about the cat that took his life? It sure seems like it.
I have chills right now, bro. It's going off again, bro. Hi. I'm looking right at it, dude. Oh my god.
They ask, and they get a direct answer.
Are you a cat? If you're a cat, can you touch that? There it is. Look at it. Oh my.
As the cat ball continues to go off, they hear a disembodied voice.
Please tell me you heard that. Please tell me you... Was it? It was a voice, dude.
When they do the Estes method, they're given this ominous message.
Soul. My soul.
They later head outside, and the spirits can't keep up with them. Should they really wait for him? I don't know. This spirit could be the victim, or it could be the life taker. Either way, I don't think I'd take my chances. Number 4. Mad Ghosts. YouTuber Ali H lives in a house haunted by ghosts. He and his partner plan to move, but will the ghosts let them?
I was standing here. That was on there. Like, it was up in the cupboard there. Flew off the cupboards, opened up, and the box broke, and look who's in the box.
Maybe she doesn't want him to remodel the place. As he's picking up the dolls, he finds this obscure note.
What the? I'm gonna put these away right now. I don't have time to indulge them in whatever I'm trying to...
I want to know more about the note. I'm sure it's full of clues. As Ali tries to give a tour of his newly remodeled upstairs, the ghosts let him know a coat of fresh paint isn't going to solve this phantom infestation.
My old office, they've turned into a child's room for the showing, and I have with it. I really like it. Okay, are you serious?
After the knocking quiets down, Ali continues, but then so does the knocking.
And then my futon takes up half the... Who is it?
Ali questions the ghosts, but they only taunt him.
Why do you keep knocking? Are you mad at us? Does that mean yes?
After clarifying that 1 knock means yes and 2 means no, Ali gets a few more answers.
Are you mad at us?
He finally gets to the bottom of why the ghosts are angry with them.
Are you mad at us for moving?
And they really don't want these guys to leave.
Oh, I was down here. What happened?
I don't know. I just walked in the kitchen. It was like this. I didn't.
What the f...
It seems to me like these ghosts will stop at nothing to make their point.
Okay, I'll clean it in the morning. Just leave it.
Can you get Luna?
And Allie and co better be hyper aware of their surroundings before their move out date. Number 3, Demon in the Haunted House. While exploring this haunted house, the YouTube team from Dark Arts TV is being followed.
Come into this room. Footsteps coming in. Come into the room, come on, you.
They hear the sound of a voice, either a woman's voice or a baby's.
Do you know what it sounded like to me, that? It's like either baby sound.
Later in another room, something is moving next door.
No. Someone just moved in there. Where do you want us to go to?
In yet another room, they hear more footsteps and a woman's voice again. They continue their investigation and hear something walking across glass in a different room.
Try to use the energy and make a loud sound. Or can you come down this corridor as fast as possible? Walk down it, into this room.
I heard it too, and I also hear a growl here, which the team doesn't appear to hear in the moment.
Maybe.
Judging by all this evidence, there's clearly something malevolent in this building, and it seems to be stalking them. I only hope they can shake whatever it is off when they leave this place. Number 2. Ghost hunting in abandoned school. It's not often that the police show up during a ghost hunt. YouTube team Exploring with Fighters was exploring this abandoned school when they ran into some trouble. As they wander the halls, they see stuff has been scattered everywhere. Then they hear they're not alone. Should they leave? As they try to decide what to do, it's clear they're tripping over themselves. They're trying to exit through the window. After succeeding, they call the cops.
Yeah, YouTube is like. Went in there, there's like 3. Let's go. Where's the entrance? Right, so you've got to go down the public footpath, across the field, yeah.
The police show up and are ready to search the place.
Oh, they've got him. They've got him.
Were the people inside just squatters, or were they up to something more nefarious?
Oh, there's the thumbnail, boys.
They head home for the night, and 24 hours later re-enter the school. You'd think they'd be alone this time, but then this happens.
Holy sh**. Right, wait. Calm down.
Did they really see someone in this haunted school? If so, where did they go? I think they witnessed a spirit squatter rather than human squatters this time. I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not like this video and hit subscribe in the next 5 seconds? Because I upload 4 new scary videos every week. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find out. Number 1. Holy Cross Abbey. The YouTube team Rusty Nut Paranormal is investigating the Holy Cross Abbey in Colorado. As they're getting set up, they capture this creepy hum.
Do my, that ghost thing.
Upstairs, they hear this strange, disembodied voice. As they're looking at this device, an EVP is captured.
So it's like there's like phonic words and stuff, like radio you said? That's awesome.
So is that picking up something?
Is it difficult to pick up something? They get a few more EVPs that seem to fill in the blanks.
Alex. Did I say Alex or Alice? Is that Alex? Or Alice? Alex, that's what I said. Oh, dang.
But this is perhaps the creepiest sound mix captured while in the Abbey basement. It seems to complement this creepy mannequin.
Oh, yeah, just cool.
One of the crew thinks they were being clumsy.
Did I bump into something? Did I bump into something?
But when they do, they see he was actually marked by a demon.
Is it bad?
It's red, it's 3.
Yeah, you can see it. I felt like something right here.
Later, while in the monks' room, they're trying to communicate with the monks when they hear this.
Anybody here want to try to communicate with us? Anybody here want to try to communicate with us?
I don't know what that noise was, but I do know that this place, and all the others on this list, is scaring everyone in the world. Overnight is an American ghost hunting team. In this video, I analyzed their most terrifying paranormal evidence of last year. Be sure to check out their channel and subscribe, because these scary videos will have you hiding in the comments section.